Good evening and welcome to the Bronx News Report. I'm your host, Anna. Here we share what's happening around the Bronx and what you need to know about our community. Our first story tonight. Spring in the Bronx is here and it's a perfect time to take advantage of the outdoors, and here's one event you won't want to miss. One of the Bronx's most coveted tourist spots, the Bronx Zoo, is open and showcasing its most beloved animals and exhibitions. April is Earth Month and the Bronx Zoo is celebrating a healthy planet and all its inhabitants with special events and exhibitions all month. Coming up on April 30th, the Bronx Zoo will be holding one of its most popular annual events, the Run for the Wild, a 5K for runners and families in support of the Wildlife Conservation Society, whose goal is to inspire people to value nature and wildlife on a global scale. Presented by Con Edison, registration includes free zoo admission, silent disco, rock wall climbing, face painting, and tons of perks and prizes. This event is open to all ages and is perfect for individual runners, teams, and families looking to run for a great cause. Proceeds from the Run for the Wild will go toward the Wildlife Conservation Society and their efforts in protecting animals and their habitats all over the globe. Runners are even given the opportunity to run for their favorite animal, like lions, zebras, giraffes, elephants, and more. Last year, the Run for the Wild completely sold out, so this is one event Bronx residents do not want to miss. To register or find out more information, please visit www.bronxzoo.com. In other news, another popular tourist spot in the Bronx is making headlines this month, all for a special occasion. Here's more in the story. This year, the New York Botanical Garden is celebrating its 125th anniversary. To celebrate, the garden has an expansive lineup of events, including the annual Orchid Show, a popular favorite. I decided to check it out.
These past 2 months, many people stepped out of the busy city and into the tropics at the New York Botanical Garden. Located in the Enid A. Haupt Conservatory, this year's Orchid Show theme was Orchid Delirium, taking guests on a historic journey through the orchid frenzy that swept England and Europe in the 19th century. When visitors entered the conservatory, tens of thousands of blooms surrounded them from all around the world. The Orchid Show is a great opportunity to bring the entire family to the Botanical Garden to enjoy the day. Kelly offers some great advice to parents who plan to visit the garden with their children in the future.
To look but not to touch the flowers, and they have a good time.
Some visitors, like Janet, come to the garden to meditate.
It just puts me in a relaxed mode.
Janet loves orchids and grows some of her own in her spare time.
I have a terrace with many plants, and this morning when I woke up, my first attention is the plants.
Guests enjoyed the diversity of this amazing flower in an array of colors, shapes, sizes, and textures. The Orchid Show has been a huge success for the past 14 years, and Kelly provides some insight as to why that may be.
Just the variety of plants that you can see, and just the sense of, in the middle of a huge city, to have something that's this naturally vibrant.
Make sure to check out the list of special events happening in the honor of the 125th anniversary at the Botanical Garden. For more information about the garden and events coming up throughout the year, log on to nybg.org. And now in local news. If you're looking to enjoy the nice weather and participate in recreational activity, Riverdale is the place to be. A small neighborhood in the Bronx, Riverdale is home to the third largest park in New York City, known as Van Cortlandt Park. The Riverdale Park is over 110 acres and has various playgrounds, sports facilities, running trails, a museum, and more. Residents from all over the Bronx come to Van Cortlandt Park to enjoy the various sports fields, such as baseball fields, soccer fields, tennis courts, basketball courts, and even a cricket field. Dog owners and runners also frequent the park because of its expansive walking trails. Across from Van Cortlandt Park is Gaelic Park, a multi-purpose outdoor facility frequently used by Gaelic soccer teams and the Manhattan College Athletics Department. Be sure to check out Riverdale for some of the borough's best walking trails and fields. In more local news, Manhattan College, located in Riverdale, is well known for their academics and athletics. However, the arts are taking over the college campus this week. Here's more on the story.
MC Players, the theater group on the Manhattan College campus, put on a performance of Little Women the musical this weekend. The show is adapted from the novel by Louisa May Alcott. Following the life of the March sisters, Little Women is a timeless story of personal discovery, hope, heartache, and love. The frontrunner of the story, Jo March, embodies the modern-day feminist. Joanne Malooly, who plays Jo March, has more on her character.
My name is Joanne Malooly, and I play Jo in Little Women, the musical, which is happening this weekend in Smith Auditorium. Jo is an amazing character, an amazing human being. She's one of the 4 March sisters. So the play takes place in the 1860s during the Civil War. The March sisters' father is off at war and they're just at home with their mother. Jo dreams of being a famous writer, traveling to Europe, being successful, making her own money. She's probably one of the first feminists in literature, one of the first feminists I was ever exposed to as a kid. While her sisters dream of getting married and attending balls and all things elegant and quote-unquote feminine, she doesn't care about any of those things. She doesn't want to get married. She wants to make her own money, write books, travel to Europe, which was pretty much unheard of during this time in Concord, Massachusetts. So pretty amazing stuff and an amazing chance to play a character.
The cast and crew consists of students from all years and academic backgrounds. Students of Manhattan College are responsible for all roles of production, such as stage crew, wardrobe, lighting, and more. According to Joanne, there is a role for everyone.
Players is an amazing organization on campus. They're constantly putting something together, whether it's the fall play main stage or the spring musical main stage. Those are just 2, and I think those are the 2 that people really know about, but there's always something going on. The music from the show is incredible, and the character is incredible, and so I just knew that this was something I needed to do right before graduation.
To find out more information about upcoming auditions as well as performances, please check out the MC Players on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, as well as www.manhattan.edu. Well, that's all for tonight. We hope you enjoyed our program. For Bronx News Report, I'm Anna. Have a great evening.